All right, here we go. Welcome to Coffee with Markus. Today is May 21st, and this is episode 43. So what is this all about? This show is for you if you're interested in trading and would like to have some tips, tricks, maybe some strategies that can help you to make more money with trading. So what are we going to talk about today? At first, we'll take a look at the markets. This morning, the unemployment numbers were released. So did they move the market? And if so, in which direction? We'll take a look at this. I'll also show you my trade. So today I was able to close out another trade according to the Theta Kings. So I will show you exactly what I did there. And I will show you how I'm trading the Tastyworks account, what is happening there. As you know, last week I opened a brand new account with Tastyworks, $20,000 in it, and I took the first trades. I'll show you what is happening with this, what new trades I took today. We'll also talk about dollar cost averaging. I believe it was Wayne who asked yesterday about dollar cost averaging. And I think it is a really, really important topic. So dollar cost averaging, is it making sense? Should you be doing it, or is this kind of stupid? We'll take a look at this. All right, let's get started. So good to see you here. Let's take a look at the markets right away. What is happening? So the Dow Jones just slightly down 0.2%. And as you can see, the Dow has a hard time, struggling, going through the resistance. And why is this? Why are we still diddling around? I mean, this is day 3 of diddling around. Let me show you what I mean by this. So this is a 5-minute chart of the Dow. This is where we opened this morning. At first, we went up. Why did we go up? We had unemployment claims coming out today, and unemployment claims were at 2.4 million for last week. Let me just bring up the chart here for the past year so that you see it's still 2.4 million per week. So the total number of people unemployed is now 38 million, or 24% of the workforce. But hey, since it is going down, this is why the markets thought this morning, woohoo, that's great, let's go up. But then there's also some tensions over China. And since there are no real impulses for the market right now, we are just diddling around, have been slightly up, now slightly down. As you can see, not a whole lot going on. It's really a little bit surprising because on Monday, if we zoom in a little bit here, on Monday we had this massive rally going into resistance at 24,750, and ever since we failed to go through. Now, right now, it seems that we might actually turn negative for the week here. We shall see what happens. Let's take a look at the other indices here as well. Let me just reset the chart. Here is the S&P 500. And as you know, the NASDAQ is the index that is close to making all-time highs. So we'll see. But this is happening here right now. The VIX currently at 29. So it is still right around the 30 level. And as you know, so as long as the VIX is below 30, I like to take trades according to the PowerX strategy. When it is way above 30, I like to sell puts according to the Theta King strategy. And that's what we're going to talk about here in just a moment. Let me just come back to you to talk to you and see everybody's here. So in a moment, I will show you my trades. Just want to see if everybody here can hear me and see me. So good to see everybody. John, Stephen, Kathy, Nancy, Sharps, Claire. So good to see everybody. Great. Okay, and Claire said, just got the okay from Tastyworks, need to fund it. It was really super easy to open the account. If you're interested in learning how to open the account, I did a video on this, on how I opened the account, and you can watch it. It was really less than 10 minutes, I believe. Anyhow, James says, got my okay from Tastyworks also. Good to go. Ray's asking, are you going with us on Monday? Monday is Memorial Day. I don't think so. I haven't decided yet. I will let you know tomorrow. And if so, we'll send out an email reminder as always. Oh my gosh, there's John from Australia. So good to see you here. Okay, Dell says, got the book, left an excellent message on Amazon. Great book. Hey, Dell, I have something really special for you later today. Okay, but let's jump right in and let's take a look at my trades. First of all, let's take a look at the Theta Kings trades. Now, as you know, I had 3 trades coming into the week. I had American Airlines, CAR, which is Avis, and then the Hertz trade. Now, this morning, as you can see, we have more profits realized, $2,200. I took profits on my CAR trade. So let's quickly review the trade so that you see exactly what was happening here. So with CAR, I sold the 7 put, expiration June 19th for 60 cents. So the total premium would have been $3,000, but I'm happy if I can keep 70% of that premium, which is $2,100. So the goal was to buy the option back for 15 cents, and this is exactly what happened today. I see it was trading as low as 10 cents, but hey, don't be greedy, because this is one of the things that I have learned in the markets. When you're greedy, the markets will punish you. So as you can see, it took $2,200 in profits. Now the only open trade here, according to the Theta Kings, is Hertz. So let's take a look at the Hertz trade here. Right now it is trading at 20 cents. I want to take profits at 10 cents. So let's dive in, take a look at Hertz. So the idea here is I sold the 150 strike with a May 29th expiration. That is next Friday. So there's still some time left. I sold 50 options for $2,000, and 70% of this max profit is $1,400. So I want to buy it back at 10 cents. So I want to make $1,400. Right now, I'm at $1,124. So again, this account I started a little bit over 2 months ago with $25,000. Right now, we are at almost $45,000. So this is getting close to doubling in a matter of 2 months. Let me ask you, have you been in the Hertz trade, or in the American Airlines trade, or maybe even in the car, in the Avis trade? If so, and you made some money on it, just leave a comment. I would like to hear how you're doing with these trades. Want to see if this, what I'm doing here, is helpful for you at all. And as always, if it is, do me a favor and click on like, because in a moment we'll shift gears, take a look at the trades that I'm taking according to the PowerX strategy, and see how they are doing. So as you know, while the VIX was above 30, we had some great opportunities here according to the Theta King strategy. So I have been selling puts. Right now, I didn't see many opportunities there. And again, this is not very surprising, because right now the VIX is slightly below 30. The VIX is the volatility index, also known as the fear index. We'll talk about this another day, that I explain a little bit more in detail. But let me know if this is helpful and making sense thus far. So let me come back to you here for just a moment. Take a look at the comments before we take a look at the Tastyworks account and the trades that I took according to the PowerX strategy here. Okay, Bernard is asking, can the indicators that you use for the PowerX be successfully on a 1 or 5 minute chart? Possibly. I mean, I don't see why not. I'm looking for the larger trends, and usually I prefer trading it on daily charts. But great question. Why don't you take a look at this and let me know what you found. Okay, so Jody says, I did the PowerX last night at 10 p.m. CST, saw something for Wes, and then today it was no longer on the scanner. That is true. We had a small glitch this morning. I have been working with the programming team, and it was resolved within 30 minutes. So I noticed it this morning, but this was resolved very quickly. All right. Kalina said, you funded the account with $20,000 too? Okay, great. So Ziad said, I closed the Hertz trade with $300 plus. So good to see. Jason says, sold puts. So far, so good. They're slightly out of the money. If I wait until expiration, do I just sell it for 5 cents or 0? You see, I don't like to hold it into expiration, and here's why. A lot of things can happen between now and expiration, right? And especially with Avis or American Airlines, I mean, these stocks could tank, and then I would be in trouble. So this is why I want to make sure that I'm here taking my money as long as the markets want to give me some money. Okay, Stephen Martin said, need to fund my account too? Okay, good. Irvin is making money. So good to see you. Okay, let's shift gears here, and let's actually take a look at the Tasty Trade account. So let me just queue it up here. There we go. All right, so today is day 3 of trading the Tastyworks account. You know, I put $20,000 in there, and yesterday I had 3 positions on. And today I want to show you what exactly I did, what new positions I plan to enter if it happened. And then I also want to show you how the positions are doing. Actually, let's start with this, and let me bring up the account right here on the screen and show it to you. So here is where we stand. The 3 positions that I have are in MPLX, MTDR, and Run. As you can see, for today, we tacked on another $115. So thus far, in the past 3 days, we made $281. Now, this is unrealized profit. This means it can disappear quickly. but it's going well thus far. As you know, I want to see how quickly I can make $2,000 on it. If we keep going at this pace that we tack on approximately 1% a day, we should be able to make $2,000 or 10% of the account within a month. Let's see how this goes. Let's take a look at today's trade and what exactly I did today and what I was looking for. Now, as you know, I like to use the PowerX Optimizer to find the best trades to take. And when I ran the scanner this morning, there were quite a few trades that kept popping up. So GT, PRPL, as you can see, WES, we have XEC, and we have Z. Now, just a very brief recap. So my trading plan says, here is what I want to do. That is my trading plan for the Tastyworks account, and I'll be happy to send them to you. I'll give you the link in just a moment. So it's $20,000 account, rather small. I want to trade options using the PowerX strategy. Here are the entry rules. I use PowerX Optimizer with the default settings, and I will take all trades unless the stock is completely crazy, the bid ask of the option is too big, so it is marked in red, or the risk of the option is more than 2% of the account. I will always trade the in-the-money option, and I will adjust the number of contracts to risk a maximum of $400 a trade. So this morning, when I ran the PowerX Optimizer and I saw all these trades, I looked at them to make sure if they fit my criteria. And since I am doing some testing here, I am keeping very copious notes, as you can see right here. So I'm moving this a little bit over to make it easier to see. There we go. So for May 21st, which is today, you will see that I had GT and that looked good to me. So I tried to get into this. For PAR, the bid and ask was too high. For Purple, it was a crazy stock for me. For TPIC, the bid and ask was too high. WES and XEC look good. So these three trades, GT, WES, and XEC, were the ones where I tried to enter. Now for Z, the risk was too high. So this was not according to my rules. But let's take a look at GT, WES, and XEC. Now, the PowerX Optimizer makes it super easy for me to tell me exactly when I should buy the option. I need to make sure that the stock is moving above my entry point here. For example, for GT, it is at $7.36. So here's what I do. I have my little watch list here where I have my current positions in there and then the three that I wanted to enter. And for each of the three positions, I set an alarm. And if you zoom in, that you see right here is the alarm at $7.36. And today, GT never went higher than $7.36. Now for WES, it was close. So I wanted the stock to go above $9.12. And as you can see, the high of the day was $9.09. So again, right here, it hasn't been triggered. And for XEC, very similar here. So for XEC, I wanted to get in. I wanted to buy the option. As you can see, the alert, hope that you can see it. It's rather small, but you get the idea. When XEC is crossing 27.84, I want to buy the call option, the in-the-money call option. And so today, we went as high as 27.67. And I wanted to go to 27.84. You see, it is so important that you have the exact rules and that you really stick to the rules. And the rules make it easy for me to be disciplined. By the way, if you would like to have a more in-depth training on how I do it, and you would like to have the trading plan that I just showed you, go to rockwelltrading.com/daily. Leave your name and email address, and I'll be happy to send you my trading plan here with what I'm testing. And also a reminder when I'm doing a more in-depth training. And I have decided to do it next Wednesday at 8:15 in the morning Central Time, so 9:15 Eastern Time, because this way we can look at stocks together and we can place trades live together. But let's go back. So these three did not trigger yet today. Well, we have 15 minutes left in the trading session, but it doesn't seem that they're getting triggered. So as soon as the trading session is over, I fill out my log here and I say triggered. No, this one has not been triggered. This one hasn't been triggered, and this one hasn't been triggered. So this is my testing log here. It is not my trading log. Probably next week in one of the upcoming videos, I will show you my trading log. If you want, let me know if you would like to see my trading log where I'm filling out the trades and then analyze them in detail. So I did start testing a volume filter to reduce the bid ask, and I'll talk about this in the next video. But this is what the Tastyworks account looks like. So we still have a few minutes left in the trading session. Right now, up $84 for the day, $250 in the last 3 days. And again, if you would like to learn more or would like to have my trading plan for this, just go to rockwelltrading.com/daily. And if you find this helpful at all, do me a favor and click on like, because this way I see which videos are most interesting to you, and I will do more of these. So if you prefer me sharing my trades, I'll be happy to do this. Oh, also, if you want to follow along and see how I grow this account, click on subscribe right now on YouTube. Hit the little notification bell, because this way you get notified whenever I release a new video or when I go live, as I am right now. Anyhow, hope that helps. All right, so has this been helpful? So in a moment, we'll talk about dollar cost averaging, because it's a great question that Wayne asked yesterday. And there's a lot of myth around dollar cost averaging. Is this a really good idea, or is this a stupid idea? We'll take a look at some real life examples. So no hypothetical woulda, coulda, shoulda. I actually spent some time this morning. I think I spent like 2 hours looking at it, preparing it for different stocks. And we'll look at this here in just a moment. Okay, so Jeff said he funded his Tasty Trade account on Monday. Still hasn't cleared to trade. That is very surprising. I mean, for me, it took 2 days. So no idea. Imran, did not receive your book yet. I know that we had to delay because of the whole COVID situation. And I know that we start shipping again today or tomorrow. So there was a short delay. So it should be coming here. All right, Sam said, I am in all three, made money on them. So good, Sam. That is perfect. I see that many of you are making money on this. And here's a great question, Mark. How do you place a profit target and stop loss with options? It really depends. So if you're following according to the Theta Kings, if you're selling premium, I like to go for 70% of the premium, and this is where I place a limit order. Now, when I when I am trading options according to the PowerX strategy, I see what the stock is doing, and based on the stock, I'm exiting. Let me just quickly show you my trading plan here again, because it might help you. So on my trading plan here, you also see how do I exit. I'll see it right here. So I exit either with a black bar or a stop loss or a profit target. So when the stock shows me a black bar, or the stock shows me a stop loss, or the stock hits the profit target, then I'm exiting the next morning. And we can do this together next week if you want. Is that all you need to do is go to rockwelltrading.com/daily to register so that I can send you reminders here. Okay. So Claire's asking, Hertz says the default date tomorrow, I think. Does that concern you to stay in the trade through that issue? I'll see what happens tomorrow. And this is where don't be a dick for a tick. I want to get out at 10 cents. If I am going out tomorrow at 15 cents, I'll be fine. So I'll see what happens tomorrow. That's fine. Thus far, we did good, right, on the Hertz trade. So we'll see what happens tomorrow there. Okay, Killer Capricorn. Karen Hertz. Good, good, good. Good, good, good. So Donna is asking, do you take 70% on your PowerX options as well? No, this is where, as I showed you just here, this is where I'm looking at the stock. And when the stock hits the profit target, I exit the option the next morning. We'll do this together. I just started trading the account, as you know. So we are just in for a few days. So right now it's day 3. Usually we are in a trade between 5 and 20 days. So that is the typical horizon for this trade. And as I'm exiting, I'll show you exactly how I do it, Donna. Does that sound good? Okay. So Marlene says our Tasty account is waiting to be funded. Perfect. Okay, good, good, good. There we go. All right, I see that many of you did make money on these trades. That is fantastic. Okay, so Jeff is asking, with the $10,000 account and 2% stop loss, should I have taken profits at 400, 2 times my stop loss, or wait for the PXO target price? It really depends. When I'm trading stocks, I like to use a combo between the conservative and the optimized exit, and I'll be happy to do another video on this sometime soon. When I'm trading options, I'm just looking at the optimized. Okay, so Brian says the safe videos have spots where the video skips. I will look into this. I'll ask Asia. Okay. So Zia is asking, are you buying options in the Tastyworks account? Yes, in the Tastyworks account right now, I'm using it to trade options, buying calls and puts according to the PowerX strategy. Good, good, good. Okay. So KW is asking, why was PRPL too crazy? I'll show you really quickly, and then we move on to dollar cost averaging, because I know that you have been waiting for it. And after this, I'm coming back here and answer a few more questions. But let's take a look at PRPL. So for me, there's a crazy stock, and here's why. See, it had this huge, massively long bar here, where probably we had some earnings. And then look at this. Within one day, it moved from $8 to $11. That is a 30% move. So I find this a little bit crazy. And we had exactly the same recently. See, recently, on one day, we were trading at $13. The next day at $16.50. That's almost 25% that this stock jumped here within a day. So I want to stay away a little bit from them. No idea what Purple Innovation is doing, but it happened twice that they had a crazy 25 to 30% jump, and I don't like this. Anyhow, does this help, KW? Okay, so hey, by the way, if you're just tuning in and you're new to this, welcome. My name is Markus Heitkoetter. And I love doing this Coffee with Markus, where I share with you what I personally do, and I hope that it helps you. And if this is your first time here, click like. I really appreciate when you let me know if you're enjoying these videos, because right now I want to talk about dollar cost averaging. Oh, yes, let's do this. Let's jump right in there. Let's actually put this away. Let's actually remove KW's comment here for a moment. And then we'll get started. So dollar cost averaging, a lot of people are talking about it. What is it? Why should you do dollar cost averaging? And does it make sense? Is this a good strategy, or is dollar cost averaging not so good and just plain stupid? What I want to show you in this video is some real life examples so that you see what dollar cost averaging is, how exactly it works, and whether you should be doing it or not. So let's get started. So let's talk about dollar cost averaging. What does it mean? It means that originally it comes, I believe, from the 90s, where the stock market was just going up. And the idea here was something that the financial planners really promoted in the 90s is take some money every month and invest it in a stock. Use the exact same amount. That is the idea of dollar cost averaging. For example, $1,000. And every single month, you're buying this particular stock that you're looking at for $1,000. And I want to show you an example of Apple right here. So here's what I did this morning. I went back over the past 17 months. So from January 1st, 2019. And I actually looked at the price of Apple in the beginning of the month. Yes, I did spend some time to show you some real life examples. So the idea here is that you would invest $1,000 a month buying Apple shares. Now, when a share costs $154.89, so this was the price of Apple on January 1st, 2019, you would buy 6 shares. 6 shares means that you would have invested $929.34. So here's next month on February 1st, Apple is slightly higher. As you can see, it is now trading at $166.96. So if now you want to invest $1,000, you can only afford to buy 5 shares because now you're investing $834. If you would buy 6 shares, you would invest more than $1,000. And the rules for the dollar cost averaging is that you have a maximum amount and you stay below. So now, however, your average price, since you did buy some shares for $154 and some shares for $166, your average price for Apple over all these 11 shares that you have right now, let me actually make this a little bit bigger so that it's easier to read. Hope that this is easier. If this is easier to read, click on like really quick or leave a comment. So this way I can remember the font size and use it the next time. Anyhow, so you bought 6 shares for $154 and 5 shares for $166. This means that you now have 11 shares and the average price is $160. So you keep doing this every month and you see your average price changes. After, if you do this for 17 months, again, right now we are in May 2020, you would have accumulated a total of 69 shares. And over these 17 months, you would have invested around $15,000, to be exact, $14,998. So the idea here is that you invest a fixed amount every month. Now, let's take a look at an Apple chart really quick here and see what has happened since since January 1st, 2019. I'm going to zoom out a little bit until we see January 1st, 2019. Right here. Here we go. I marked it in green. So as you can see, Apple has been consistently going up. Yes, it has been hit by this pandemic that we had and is now nicely going up. So what does this mean for your 69 shares that you would have accumulated over the past, here it is, over the past 17 months? Well, 69 shares, and the current price right now of Apple is $317. So this means the current value of your 69 shares is $21,934, which means that you would have made a profit of around $7,000. So if you express this in percent, it would be a gain of 46% over this past 17 months or 33% per year. So based on this example, it seems that dollar cost averaging is a pretty good idea, where you are investing a fixed amount regardless of what the price is. So the idea here is really to make trading or investing as easy as possible for everybody by not worrying about the stock price. That is the main concept of dollar cost averaging. But is it really a good idea? So I chose 2 more stocks to show you what happened if you chose a stock like, for example, IBM, right? I mean, IBM is a stock in the Dow. IBM, solid company. So why not investing in IBM? Because if you remember back in the days, didn't everybody say invest in IBM and also AT&T? So these are the 2 stocks that I want to look at right now. But is this making sense thus far, what I've shared with you? Because if it is, do me a favor and click on like. This way I know whether I'm going too fast or too slow. I want to make sure that these videos are really helpful for you. Okay, so hit like right now and we go to the next example. So here in the next example, we are looking at IBM. So IBM, the same deal. In January 1st, 2019, IBM was trading at $112.01. So we could buy 8 shares and invest a total of $896. And you see IBM's price fluctuate between $112 to $134, goes even up to $140. And you see we're following the exact same principle that we did with Apple, where we are just buying shares for $1,000 always on the first of the month, regardless of the price. And therefore we are adjusting the number of shares. So after a year, we would have accumulated 120 shares with an average price of $132. That is the idea of dollar cost averaging, right? That your average price for these 120 changes every month as you're buying more stocks. So we would have invested around $16,000, as you can see here. So $15,919. Now, as of today is May 21st, 2020. The current price of IBM is $120. So let's take a look at the charts before we come back to the results. So we're looking at IBM and we are doing the exact same strategy that we did with Apple. We start on January 1st, 2019, and every month we're investing a fixed amount. Now, as you can see, IBM has not been going up as nicely as Apple. And that is exactly the problem. Because if you look now at the dollar cost averaging, we see that over these past 17 months, we would have actually lost $1,500. That's a loss of 10% over 17 months or 7% a year. So what does this mean? Is dollar cost averaging a good idea or not? Now, before I answer that question, let's take a look at one more example. Because what everybody always said over the years, invest in AT&T. This is what grandma did, right? Didn't grandma invest in AT&T and hold the stock forever? So I thought, let's use this as an example, and we do the exact same thing here. Now, since AT&T is trading at a much lower price, we can afford to buy more shares. After the course of 17 months, we would have 405 shares. We would have invested around $16,800. And let's see what AT&T did over the past year and a half. So let's take a look at the chart, and it does look very similar to IBM. Actually, it does look a little bit better. AT&T was going up until the pandemic hit, and right now they still seem to be heard as of May 21st, which is today. So what does this mean for the dollar cost averaging? If we look at the current price of $29.64, the current value is almost $15,000. We did invest almost $17,000, so we're sitting at a loss of $1,842. This is 11% down over 17 months, or 8% down over the past year. So what does this mean? Well, first of all, dollar cost averaging is a concept that comes from the 90s, and this is where the markets were just going up, up, up. Now, right now, we are coming out of the longest bull market in history. It has been for 11 years. So it should actually work like a charm. But as you see, the critical part, the absolute key, so that dollar cost averaging works, is to pick a stock like Apple that is constantly going up. And hey, can you be sure that you're picking the right stock? So I personally think that dollar cost averaging is kind of a stupid concept. It is super simple, but I believe if you put a little bit of effort in learning how to trade, that you can run circles around the market. Because even if you look back at our example of Apple, and we see that with Apple, we made 33% per year. The way how I personally trade, I only spend maybe 15 minutes a day to trade, and my goal is to make at least 60%. Recently, I traded an account and almost doubled it in 2 months. Right now, I'm trading another account where I'm planning to make at least 10% per month. So as you can see, with a little bit of effort, I believe that you can run circles around dollar cost averaging. Therefore, I highly recommend that you learn more about how to trade and don't fall for the simple kindergarten principle here of dollar cost averaging. Hey, by the way, if you would like to know how I trade, I've written the book, The Forex Strategy, and I'll be happy to send you a free copy of the book. It's 170 pages around, and all I ask is that you cover shipping and handling, which is $4.95. So if you want to do this, there's probably a link right below the video. Take advantage of this. Only until we have books. I do believe we have another 1,000 books, but they're going really, really quick. Trust me on this one. So anyhow, hope that helps. This is my take on dollar cost averaging, and now you have some real life examples, and you can judge whether this makes sense for you or not. I believe investing a few hours or maybe a few days or weeks in learning how to trade, you'll be much smarter and run circles around people that do call it dollar cost averaging. Hey, I hope that you find it helpful. If you did, there's probably a few videos popping up on the screen right now. Just click on any of the videos that you find helpful, and feel free to subscribe to the channel and share this video with anybody who might find this helpful. All right, so wanted to make sure that we are recording this so that always drives me crazy when there's a glare on the book. Anyhow, I want Asia, my genius editor, to give a chance to edit this out, because I received this question about dollar cost averaging quite a lot. Let me ask you, was this helpful at all? Because I know, Wayne, that you asked about it yesterday. So wanted to make sure that I'm answering your question, and I hope that I did. Good. So Skip is asking, I want to answer a few more questions. Oh, you know what? Before I do this, I have something special. I promised somebody earlier, and I know that my team remembered. Who was it who left a great review on Amazon? Here's what we're going to do. Some of you left yesterday a review for us, and I really, really appreciate it. I just want to show you this really quick. So, for example, Marlene left a review on Trustpilot.com, and I really appreciate it. Marlene, I appreciate that you took the time to write down your experiences with this show or with the products and services that I have, and therefore I want to send you a mug. Okay, so do the following, Marlene. Email Nicole at rockwelltrading.com, email her your address, and she'll send you a mug for free. If you already have a mug, I'll be happy to send you a tumbler or something else. I mean, discuss this with Nicole. She will get back to you and say, hey, what do you want? And I really appreciate that you took the time to write a review here. Now also, let's see, Victor, there we go, left yesterday a review on SiteJabber, or yeah, I think that's it's Sidetrapper or shopper approved. And I really appreciate also, Victor, that you took the time to do this. So therefore, I also want to send you a mug here, right? And or a tumbler if you already have it, whatever you want. So Victor, email Nicole@rockwelltrading.com. And by the way, if you would like to leave feedback for us, I put the link on the screen right now. So just go to rockwelltrading.com/feedback. Really appreciate it. And I appreciate that you're taking time out of your busy day so you can leave a review on Google, Yelp, Better Business Bureau, Shopper Approved, Trustpilot, Investimonials, whatever is easiest for you. And I really appreciate you taking the time. And whoever said earlier that you left a review on Amazon, also appreciate it. Delman, my team just told me, Delman, please email Nicole@rockwelltrading.com, and we're getting you the mug. Okay. So I have a very important question for you right now, because we have been on the show now for 35 minutes. Now, there's a lot of more questions, and there's really good questions that I want to answer. And let me ask you this. How long should this show be? How long should it be? And here's what I have for you. Go to askmarkus.com. You can vote. And I want to show you here of what happens. If right now you go to askmarkus.com, you will see a poll like this that says, hey, how long should Coffee with Markus be? Because I know that there's some great questions, and I want to make sure that I answer these, because I appreciate you being here live and hanging out with me. But go to askmarkus.com right now and just let me know, how long should the show be? 30 minutes? Because right now we already passed the 30 minutes mark. Should it be 45 minutes, or should it be 60 minutes? So again, we have been doing it for 45 minutes thus far. Vote now. Just go to askmarkus.com and let me know how long you want to hang out, and I'll adjust my schedule accordingly. So let's see. Thus far, we have 9 people have already voted. 9 of you have cast their vote. Oh my gosh, we are neck to neck with 45 minutes and 60 minutes. 45 minutes seem to be a good number here. Now 18 people have voted. We'll keep this poll open for another, I want to say 90 seconds. So I'm going to set a timer here for 90 seconds. And this is where I realize I don't even have a 90-second timer here. So we do 60 seconds. 60 seconds, and I'm interested. Go to askmarkus.com. So you see the URL right here. Cast your vote and let me know if you like the 45 minutes that we have been doing thus far, or if you want this show to be a little bit longer or a little bit shorter, because this helps me to prepare for the show, that I have the right content for you. And then we're going to talk about Skip's question. Do you have a minimum credit score to open a trading account? We will talk about John LaRouche's question, Marlene's question. So I really appreciate it. But let me know. Go to askmarkus.com, and right now we have 63 people that are voting. Come on, there's 237 here. And my timer is still going. We have 20 more seconds. 20 more seconds. It is neck to neck between 45 minutes and 60 minutes. Oh my gosh, 49% to 51%. Oh, right now, it's a tie. It's a tie. And there, oh my gosh, again. Okay, 53, 52. And again, it's probably then starting tomorrow or next week. We'll see. Okay, and there's the timer. Okay, good. Hey, it seems that you would like to hang out for 60 minutes. I'll be happy to do this. Okay, thank you for voting. You can keep voting. It's not yet closed, but it seems that 60 minutes here is a very close winner. Okay, so Skip is asking an excellent question. Do you need to have a minimum credit score to open a trading account? No. You don't need to have a minimum credit score. They will not check your credit score. The reason why they ask for your social security number is to verify your identity, but they're not doing any credit checks. No broker that I know is doing credit checks. If your broker is doing a credit check, I would be really concerned, because they just expect you to trade with money that you can afford to lose, and you should never borrow money and trade. You should only trade with money that you have. Okay. Perfect. So Robert is asking, how do you delay a stop loss exit until the next morning? Well, because I'm trading options. And when I'm trading options, I'm looking at the stock. So I'm looking at, in the evening, did the stock hit my stop loss today? And then I exit the option. I'll show you exactly how to do this. And this is where, again, I do a more in-depth training. go to rockwelltrading.com/daily, register. It's coming up next Wednesday. It's in the morning at 8:15 so that we can trade together. And this is where, Robert, I can show you exactly of what's happening. John said, you made 22.3% in a month. Good, good, good. Yes, I love it. Okay, Marlene said, bought the book Power X as a gift for my friend. Yeah, feel free to do this. I mean, I'll ship it to whoever you want, right? I mean, I don't care if you want to gift it to somebody. I think this is a great idea. That is a great idea. Okay, James says the PRPL option step looked also crazy. I believe so. We can take a look at this. So sometimes I have multiple criteria that I hit. So yeah, the options tab here also super weird. It is a crazy stock. Anyhow, good point. So Mark is asking, actually, Ricardo, why don't you put into PXO also in the PowerX Optimizer the earning and the dividend? We are working on this. So we are working right now on two major things. First of all, to include more exchanges from around the world. Right now, we only have the US exchanges, but I'm already paying for data from all the exchanges. So this is one of the next steps, that we also have Canadian stocks, Chinese stocks, European stocks, Indian stocks, right? I mean, from all over the world. So the idea is to offer 32 different exchanges available in PowerX Optimizer. And the next, Ricardo, is exactly to put in the dividend and the earnings. I have to pay extra for the data, but I already subscribed to it in the beginning of the year. So we do have the data, and right now it's a matter of the development team to put it in there. Okay. So Del says, we like you coming every day. You see, next week my schedule slightly changes. We will go live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But this week we're doing it every day. Next week I'll be coming to you live for 3 times a week. It's pretty good, huh? Okay, so Caleb, do you sit on standby all days for your entry alarms to trigger? No. You see, this is where I have TradingView also on my phone. And when you have TradingView on your phone buzzes when alarm goes off. So I'm not glued to my computer all day. So it's a notification that you get on your Android or on your iPhone, doesn't really matter. And that's what I do. So I have a busy day, I go around my day, and when the alarm buzzes, my phone buzzes here. But great question, Caleb. Good, good, good. Okay. So Jeff says, yeah, I set my alarms and carry a small notebook with my trades. After the alarm triggers, I make the trade, do whatever I do for the day. You see, that is an excellent point, Jeff, and I want to share a tip with you. So when you're setting an alarm for any of the stocks, so let me just go back to the watch list, and let me just go to the WES alarm, right? So here's the alarm, and what you can do is in the alarm, you see right here, I wrote down buy call option, and you could actually write down what exactly you want to do. So with WES, let's just take a look at this, Jeff, because it's a great tip. So again, I've already decided that I want to buy the 8 call. So as you can see, we have an expiration of 7/17, 8 call at $1.82. So I can do this, buy the option 8 call, 7/17 at 180 max, right? So you can set this as your alarm, and then when the alarm goes off, you see it on your phone that you know exactly what you're doing. So this is really super easy, and I highly recommend that. Okay, good, Jeff, good tip here. Really appreciate it. I love it that you're helping each other out. That is great. Okay, John says, maybe dollar cost averaging is better on index funds. It depends, right? I mean, right now we are coming out of the longest bull run in history. And John, this is actually a great comment. So let me actually go to the S&P 500, right? So because we're talking about indices here. So if I go to a weekly chart, you see that over the past few years, it has been a really great idea. But if you go back in time a little bit and we remember of what happened here in 2008, 2009, and in 2000, see, this is when for several years, we went just sideways. This here from 2000 until 2013. So for 10 years, we were not going anywhere. Now, if you did dollar cost averaging during this time, it would have not helped you at all, right? If you're doing it in a bull market, then it helps, but it didn't help during this time. So it might not be. I'm not a big fan of dollar cost averaging, as you have probably gathered by now. So I believe if you put a little bit of effort in learning how to trade, you can run circles about everybody who is using dollar cost averaging. Okay. So Caleb says, why set alarms when you get limit orders when trading options according to the Power strategy? I want to see that the stock moves above a certain level. That's what I'm setting the alarm for. And then I place the option trade with the limit order. But for example, today, the 3 stocks that I was watching, WES, XEC, and GT, they never triggered. So this is why I don't want to buy the option if the stock never gave me the trigger. And so let me just go back here and show you. This is why I have here, Caleb, right? Did it trigger? Yes or no? And today, none of these triggered by going through the alarm. Great question here. All right. Good. Oscar says, thank you for doing the stock samples, doing dollar cost averaging. Okay, big help in understanding, appreciated. So Imran is saying, so if this company keeps falling, then what happens? You keep losing money. That's the problem with dollar cost averaging. See, if you do dollar cost averaging on companies like, for example, Macy's, Hertz, Chesapeake. Let me just show you a few of these examples. So Chesapeake, we talked about this. This has been falling like a rock. I mean, dollar cost averaging makes you here only to lose more money. A company like Macy's, right, that used to be a great company. Look at this, since 2008, going up, and then going down. And dollar cost averaging just gets you in deep trouble here. A company like Hertz, as you know, they are in trouble right now. So they have been doing great and now, ouch, right? So this is why I believe that dollar cost averaging is a rather stupid concept, to be honest. Okay. Hey, by the way, if you're finding this helpful, click on like. Really appreciate it. And also want to quickly see how we are doing, whether you want to be the show for an hour or 45 minutes. So let's take a look. And oh my gosh. Okay. 45 minutes. 45 minutes. I respect your decision. We have been on for 47 minutes. So that is absolutely fine. This is here. I'm doing the show for you. This is why I'm asking you to vote how long you want the show to be. And 45 minutes, it is. Okay. There we go. Well, everybody, as always, it's been so good to hang out with you here. Make sure that you like it. Let me know if you're enjoying this video, and feel free to share it with anybody who might find this helpful. Any trading group that you're in, if you think that this is good content that is useful for others, I always appreciate when you're sharing this video. And if this is your first time here and you stumbled across this video and thought, it was actually pretty good, I want to see more of these videos, click on subscribe and hit the little notification bell, because this way YouTube sends you a notification whenever I go live or release a new video. Have a great rest of the day. And just to show you here, oh my gosh, right now 60 minutes is coming back. Keep voting, askmarkus.com. Just go to askmarkus.com. Cast your vote. I want you to let me know what you want. Okay. Enjoy the rest of the day. For today, we're doing 45 minutes because that is the winner by a slim margin. So keep voting, askmarkus.com, and I will see you tomorrow, 3:30 Eastern Time, right here on YouTube. Have a great rest of the day and take care.